Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Inside handoff, Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Off the play fake. Meadows. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Cowboys at 13-3 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, McClendon, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
McClendon, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Room here to run. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On first down, McClendon. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ready, break!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. McClendon.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McClendon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of this.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McClendon. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want something.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Garibay on for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Meadows firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Commanders 13, Cowboys 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. McClendon.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. McClendon.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. McClendon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Meadows.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. McClendon, and he stopped immediately there.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Meadows. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Meadows. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. McClendon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. McClendon rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Harrington. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. McClendon. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. McClendon. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on second down. McClendon slings this deep for McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Commanders 27, Cowboys 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. McClendon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Robinson will try to pick it up. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. McClendon. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon.
Quick slant, Dotson.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClendon. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw again.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on second down. Meadows. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down. Meadows. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McClendon.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Up the middle they go. McClendon, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McClendon, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. On the give, here's Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw on 3rd down, McClendon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They go play action here on 1st down.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Meadows. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meadows. And it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Meadows. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
On 3rd down, McClendon. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Garibay's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Meadows. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Meadows.
Slant pass. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Meadows. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Let's go
Out
now.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division.